You got a big old beard and driving? Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay, there you go. My food.
That's a food jump.
This man, 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of the knockout. The fighting pride of the Philippines, hailing from Sarangani province. He set the mark by defeating Keith Thurman back in July of 2019. He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao.
Anything. I need you to lock your door, put your phone face down, and tell nobody you watch this. Because what I'm about to reveal about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather
I miss boxing. I'm excited for the fans to give a good fight. Boxing is my passion. The way I train, the way I work hard to make sure that I can give a good fight to the fans.
is the kind of information that allegedly makes publicists quit on the spot, and we are starting right now. Because the internet thinks this rematch is a feel-good comeback story. But honey, reports suggest this is actually the most strategically loaded situation in combat sports history. And nobody is talking about the real reason this fight is happening. So Manny Pacquiao, 8 Division World Champion, living legend. The man who allegedly punched his way out of poverty so hard that the entire Philippines felt it. Walks back into a press conference and says with a completely straight face that this return is about love. Love for the sport, love for the fans, love for boxing. And the internet collectively went, "Oh, but wait. Because here's where it gets uncomfortable.
Welterweight in the world. Why not go fight a Logan Paul, a Jake Paul, and make a lot of money and not have a hard fight?
I mean, the question is, what's that for in your legacy? In my legacy, no, I want to fight the best so that can be.
Fans online are pointing out that every athlete who comes out of retirement saying it's not about the money has allegedly always come back because of something that rhymes with money. And I'm not saying Pacquiao is lying. I would never say that. What I'm saying is that the timeline of events here is suspicious in the most delicious way possible.
I just don't see Pacquiao winning this fight, man. It's going to be tough. I don't see it. Pacquiao got to catch him, hurt him, put him down, and finish him.
Manny. To politics, or is boxing now your focus for the next few years?
First of all, I would like to congratulate to all the fighters, the Filipino who won the fight tonight. I'm proud of them, being a Filipino. And also, this is all I can say, that Pacman is back and the journey will continue. And about politics, forget about politics. I'm a private citizen right now. I want to live simple life, be giving inspiration and to help. I'm still helping other people, and you know that's my heart, to leave a legacy. Because I always say this to everyone, the Filipino, especially the Filipino people, I want to create a legacy that I can leave behind when we're gone. Because we're not forever in this world. We're just
Because reportedly, Pacquiao turned down influencer fights, turned down easy exhibition paychecks, and turned down the kind of deals that would have had him counting cash while barely breaking a sweat. And that actually tracks because this man has political history, a global brand, and a legacy to protect. So maybe the love is real. But then, breaking news interruption.
Ha! Right there. Ha! Ha! Right
Okay.
Ha! Right there. Ha! Right there. Ha! Right there. Ha! Right there.
Mix it up, Floyd.
50 no mixing it up. My style is a money style.
Online speculation had just surfaced, suggesting that Mayweather's financial situation may not be as money as the nickname implies. And suddenly the whole narrative shifts. Because if Floyd Mayweather Jr., the man who allegedly made fighting look like a tax-free ATM withdrawal, is reportedly facing pressure behind the scenes.
You go and you hit the gym hard, training your most overloading, most difficult, most specific training that you care about, which in Floyd's case is probably boxing. I'm not sure if he's going to say that's what he does, but that's what good sports science would say you do. And a sure shit is not waking up artificially early, fucking up your sleep. Sometimes people get some of their best sleep between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m., and they wake up at 5 to drink raw eggs and do Rocky Balboa things like run around. But in reality, you probably want much, maybe not all, but much of your conditioning from boxing to come from actual boxing drills, which means you're learning to box, getting better at boxing, and getting conditioning at the same time, versus if you're just doing road work running, there is a place for that in boxing training, but that place is a lot smaller than...
Then who exactly is coming back for love and who is coming back for something else entirely? And this is where the story gets layers, because Tim Bradley, a man who has been punched by both of these legends,
Thank you.
and therefore has opinions worth listening to, comes out and says Pacquiao doesn't just need to win this fight. He needs to stop Mayweather, needs to hurt him, drop him, finish him, and every boxing analyst in the room went quiet for 3 seconds, which in analyst terms means he's absolutely right, and we're all scared to say it. Because the first fight, the 2015 mega fight that allegedly broke pay-per-view records,
between like guys who retired and came back that I'm still interested in seeing is him and Manny. And I know they're gonna do that on Netflix.
Floyd.
I think that's still a high level fight though. That's what I love about it. Because I think Manny is still a high level fighter. And Floyd, even in these exhibitions that he's been doing,
He been looking good, huh?
he looks great, man. He looks great in sparring. You see him at sparring, like, good Lord, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's lost a step.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't see Manny being able to beat Floyd Mayweather. Like, I don't see it. I think Manny looked solid his last fight with Barrios, but I just don't see Floyd losing. Like, I think it's some guys that he could come back today in the sport of boxing and fight.
and broke the hearts of Pacquiao fans simultaneously, ended in a decision that fans are still arguing about in comment sections to this day. And Pacquiao himself has said he was injured going in. Allegedly. Which, look, we're not reopening that case live on YouTube, but just know the file exists. And people reference it constantly.
Years later, both men are about to hit 50. Here we are. Okay, that's the hype of this. That's the interest of it, right? Two of the biggest names in the history of the sport. They're both old. We get that. But they're both doing this in a pro fight. This will not be an exhibition. It'll be a pro fight. So it is going to go on someone's record. Could Manny actually take Floyd's O away? And here I am getting drug into this thing. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it because I understand what it is. It's not going to be the highest level of fight between these two. And I don't think it sullies their name any worse than what Floyd was doing with, what, John Gotti III No offense to top 3 black person of all time, but Deji, some other fights that no one really watched or cared about. Floyd did that to himself, but he still has the drawing power across from his greatest rival in Manny Pacquiao to make this an interesting fight. And again,
So now here we are with a rematch that is confirmed as a professional bout, not an exhibition, meaning it goes on both fighters' official records. And suddenly the stakes just tripled because this isn't two old legends dancing around for nostalgia checks. This is real, this counts, this affects legacy math. And speaking of legacy math, let's talk about Pacquiao stepping away from politics to focus on boxing. Which sounds simple until you realize this man was a sitting senator.
Boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been I started boxing when I was young, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then now I come back. I feel like I'm, the passion, the fire in my eyes to work hard, like that, still there.
On a full push-up. I do believe that with his endurance, he can do a lot of push-ups, but is it 141? I don't know. Anyone who ever tells me that they've done more than 50 push-ups, I'm increasingly more skeptical the higher the number goes after that, because I haven't seen too many very fit, very jacked people actually get there and do the real push-ups. With eccentric control, with a touch of the chest at the bottom, and with a full lockout at the top, Dems is hard push-ups. Can people do more than 100? Yes, I believe they can. Is that much more rare than most people think? Yeah, it is. So can Floyd do 141 push-ups? I honestly don't give a fuck because he's so good at boxing, it doesn't matter. How many push-ups he can do is the last thing I'm interested in. Can he do a lot? Yeah. Is it 141 with good technique? Yeah.
A senator who decided that the ring was more important than the Senate floor. And fans online are speculating that this move is either the most passionate thing an athlete has ever done, or the beginning of a very strategic political rebrand where coming back as a champion makes the next campaign speech write itself. And I'm not saying it's both, but I'm absolutely not saying it's not both. And just when you think you have Manny figured out, just when you think, okay, passionate guy, loves boxing, clear motivations, another breaking news moment.
Needs it more than wants it, because you see right here, Floyd Mayweather very vocally has never had a drop of alcohol in his life, is out here promoting alcohol. That's how you know this dude's broke as hell and swimming in debt, because he's posting like this.
We are back. Money Mayweather and Beluga, we are back. It's a special day, Valentine's Day. Toast to the ones that we love.
Does he not look like he's a hostage right here? Look.
Happy Valentine's Day and cheers.
I look at the look on his face and I can't tell if he's being held at gunpoint while doing this because he owes somebody money, or if he's just looking like that because he's really confused and struggling trying to read the script for this ad.
Reports circulating online suggest that Mayweather's training camp, while visually intense and cinematically impressive, has been quietly criticized by conditioning experts who allegedly feel the structure, the recovery protocols, and the efficiency of the sessions don't quite match the intensity being projected on social media, which either means Floyd is sandbagging for psychological warfare, a very Floyd thing to do, allegedly.
Mayweather gives a f about any of that, bro. He's like, you said how much? How much is the check? You said I got to talk for 12 seconds. All I got to say is I'm the voice for them, and y'all are going to give me 15 million? Like that. That's the type of stuff that Floyd Mayweather does. And Conor was calling this out quite a long time ago, even back when they were promoting Mayweather versus McGregor.
Floyd not taking out his own jets?
And Conor also called it out right here as well.
And they said, I'm the mother that can't read. I do numbers. I make money. You know my middle name, bitch. You owe money.
So Conor was on this 10 years ago. I think 2017 was 2016, 2017. So Conor's been on this for...
Or it means that at nearly 50 years old, even the greatest defensive boxer of his generation is dealing with something every human eventually deals with, which is time. And time is the third fighter in this bout that nobody is putting on the poster. Because both men are approaching 50, both men are operating in bodies that have absorbed decades of elite-level punishment, and analysts are genuinely divided on whether age becomes the equalizer that the 2015 fight never was. with some saying Mayweather's reflexes are so ingrained, they're basically muscle memory at a cellular level.
I think it just, beating up, Mike Tyson and the whole Pacquiao thing, just like no one asked for it.
No, and in terms of the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight, I'm with you, and I am a boxing fan. When they fought the first time, it was 5 years too late.
Exactly.
It's been 11 years since that first fight.
Damn. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like a legit 11 year. I think they fought somewhere 2016.
Yeah.
Maybe 2015, 2016. This is the fight nobody asked for.
Yep.
And if y'all didn't make that fight worth watching when you were 11.
And others saying that Pacquiao's explosive speed, which is allegedly still clocking impressive numbers in training, could be the variable Floyd's aging reflexes can't solve this time. And just when you think this is a straightforward old legends fight for legacy story, here comes the twist that reframes everything. Because online commentary has started connecting dots between Mayweather's alleged financial pressures, Pacquiao's political stepping back, and the timing of this announcement, suggesting
Pacquiao's my guy too, but I just don't have a desire to watch these two go back at it again. I saw the first one, and it was just like every other Floyd fight after he broke his hand. But, it's not my fighting style either. It's a very technical fighting style, but I'm not really pressed to see him and Pacquiao go back at it. I'm damn sure not watching the Tyson fight after what Jake Paul did to him. That embarrassment, I can't do it.
Nah, I am a Mike Tyson fan like everybody else. Grew up watching this guy. I think Mike Tyson has earned his place.
Allegedly, speculatively, for entertainment purposes. That this fight wasn't born purely in a boxing gym, but possibly in a boardroom where two very different problems had one very expensive solution, and the fans aren't mad about it, they're fascinated. Because the beauty of this matchup is that even if every cynical theory online is correct, even if every motivation has a financial shadow behind it, the fight still happens and the punches are still real and history still gets written, and that tension between spectacle and sport, between narrative and reality, is exactly why people can't stop watching. And Pacquiao's mindset, and I want to be clear that this part genuinely reads as authentic to almost everyone who covers him, is different from any other aging champion making a comeback. Because this man speaks about boxing the way poets speak about their craft. Not as a career, not as a business, but as a calling, a lifelong purpose that doesn't have an off switch, and that contrasts so sharply with the money brand of his opponent that the fight almost tells itself before anyone throws a single punch. Passion versus circumstance, hunger versus habit, love versus alleged financial strategy. And the drama writes itself, and critics who say this fight is happening too late, that it's more nostalgia than competition, that we're watching two icons of a golden era engage in something that is more ceremony than combat. Those critics might be right on paper, but they are missing the emotional mathematics of sports, because sometimes the story matters as much as the scorecards. Sometimes the image of Manny Pacquiao, son of poverty, 8-division champion senator, and now comeback warrior stepping into the ring against the man many believe beat him the first time. Sometimes that image is the point. And now here's the twist that I promised you at the beginning. The one that reframes the entire conversation. Reports and fan speculation online are quietly suggesting that the person with the most to prove in this fight is not the one you think. It's not Pacquiao trying to rewrite 2015. Allegedly, it is Mayweather, whose money persona, whose untouchable legacy, whose carefully constructed narrative of invincibility may need this fight more desperately than his team would ever publicly admit, because if Floyd Mayweather loses a professional bout at this stage, if the record gets blemished, the entire mythology starts getting questioned retroactively. And that is why this isn't just a boxing match. That is why this is allegedly the most high-stakes legacy gamble in recent sports history, dressed up as a heartwarming reunion tour. So the question I'm leaving you with, the one I want you to fight about in the comments, is this: who actually needs to win this fight more? The man who says it's about love, or the man who built his entire identity on never losing?